Hey guys, so Elle Lindquist tagged me in the 5 funny mom confessions video that she did recently. I will have her video linked down below if you haven't seen it. It was totally relatable and totally hilarious. So super excited that she tagged me, and I'm looking forward to just sitting down with you guys and kind of spilling my own beans, my own mommy confessions. So this whole tag is kind of inspired by this book, Confessions of a Domestic Failure by Budmi Ladatan. I hope I'm saying that right. I absolutely loved this book. It was so funny and so relatable. So basically it is about a working mom who had a baby, and so now she's kind of transitioning from being a career woman to staying at home all day with a baby. And it really is kind of like those like expectations versus reality, kind of how you picture motherhood to be before you have kids and while you're pregnant. And then when you actually have the baby and you see how it really is. I feel like this book came into my life right at the perfect time where I was going through exactly what this character was going through. So this book was really like therapy for me. Number one, laughter is the best therapy, and it gave me plenty of laughter. But it also just made me realize that I'm doing okay, it's normal, and that really my motherhood journey is a lot like the rest of them. If you happen to be going on a vacation or something this summer and you want a book to read at the hotel or on the plane or at the beach or something like that, lucky you. This is the perfect book to pick up before you go on a vacation and put in your travel bag and get just a really fun read this summer. So on to my mommy confessions. Confession number one is that I don't get ready every day. The only time I look like this is when I'm filming a video or I'm going to church. I was 100% certain that when I became a mom, I was still going to fully do my hair and fully do my makeup and put on actual clothes. I had so many people before I had Harper tell me like, oh, just wait until you're a mom. You're not gonna do your makeup, you're not gonna do your hair, you're not gonna get out of anything besides pajamas. And I would always like kind of think to myself like, no, I think I am. So I was pretty dead certain that they were wrong. No. They were 100% right. And what is even more shocking than that is I go out in public like that. Before I became a mom, I would not go out in public. Even if my hair was done and I had on a decent outfit, if I didn't have makeup on, I would absolutely not go in public. Now, it's like if I have a window that I can run to the store, I don't have time to also spend 20 minutes getting ready. So I just run to the store looking like that. And why is it that before I became a mom and I looked put together inside of a store, I never saw anybody, but now that I'm a mom and I go to the store with a greasy bun, yesterday's makeup on, and practically pajamas with who knows what's on it, now I see everybody and their mother and their grandmother and their dog, and I'm not even kidding. Although I have picked up the art of dodging people. When I'm going down the aisle with my cart and I see somebody from a far off distance that I know, I turn into a stealth ninja with moves you've never even seen before. Along with not getting dressed, mom confession number 2 is that I don't dress Harper the way that I thought I was going to. I thought that I was gonna be the kind of mom that had a bow in her daughter's hair every single day and a 5-layered outfit with perfectly matching shoes every single day. And I ditched that like 2 days in. Like the first 3 months, I was actually doing pretty well with getting dressed. And then when she started to become like mobile and stuff like that, was when my appearance started to dwindle. But like seriously, like 2 days into Harper coming, she just lived in onesies. I never was a huge fan of all of the like different layers with like the pants and the shirt and the vest and the jacket with the bow and the socks and the shoes. The pants and the shirt and the vest and the jacket with the bow and the socks and the shoes. I dropped that so quick. She is mostly just in onesies, and sometimes she spends all day in her pajamas, and sometimes she's wearing those same pajamas for like 3 days. That's okay, right? She doesn't know. So the first ever mom fail that I had for confession number 3 was that I put Harper to bed without a diaper. She was probably like 2 weeks old. I was like getting her clothes on and feeding her and then putting her in her bassinet. And then a couple of hours later, I went in there to check on her, and she was like it was just a mess. and I was just like, this diaper failed me. I thought the diaper was broken, and I picked her up and I realized that I never put a diaper on her. I'm just gonna blame that one to I was half asleep and tired, and I was just in that new mom fog. So Harper is starting to get at the age, she's 10 months old, and she is at that age where she wants whatever I want. If I'm drinking something or eating something, she wants it. She has also, over the past couple of weeks, started to like learn how to like pull on me and climb up me. So if I'm sitting on the couch or something and I have a water bottle or I'm eating something, like she just comes right up, she like opens her mouth, she zooms in on my food or my water bottle, and she just starts climbing up me, and she's determined. She will not stop until she gets what I have, which most of the time is fine. I give her a little sip of my water, or give her a little piece of my chicken or something like that. But for mom confession number 4, sometimes I specifically hide from her so that I can eat my cupcake in peace. I've even hid in the bathroom before, and for some reason I don't turn on the light, so I'm just like creepily sitting there in the dark eating my food because I don't want to share it with my child. We have also been trying to eat healthier, and so the majority of the time I'm eating something healthy and I can share it with her, but every now and then I like to give myself a treat and I say, okay, I've been eating like really good for the past 5 days and I'm really craving pasta, so I'm gonna have some macaroni and cheese, and I just wanna like eat that macaroni and cheese by myself. It's just a moment that I'm having, and you're kind of ruining it, kid. I love you, but I don't wanna share all of my food with you. Some food I just want for myself. And for mom confession number 5, sorry Joe. I specifically try to teach Harper to say dada first, so that when she wakes up at 6 a.m, she can call for dada, or she can call for him on anything else that I don't really feel like doing. I could just say, Joe, she's calling you. That worked, and it didn't work at the same time. She did learn how to say dada first. She says dada all of the time, although it has no effect on Joe whatsoever. She'll wake up at 6 a.m. and she will stand up in her crib and start saying dada, dada. And I'll roll over to Joe and say, Joe, she's calling you. And he'll just be like, tell her I said hi. He's like, send her my love. And I roll out of bed, but as soon as I open her door and see her smiling face, I swear I wake right up. She is just such a joy to wake up to. So those are my 5 funny mom confessions. Let me know if you can relate to any of these, and also leave me a comment down below letting me know if you guys have any funny mom confessions that you have. Thank you, Elle, for tagging me to do this video. I had so much fun doing it, and I wanted to tag a couple of YouTube mamas myself. So I'm going to tag Jessica from the Mommy Archives and Hillary from My So-Called Home. I would love to know what your guys' juicy, funny mom confessions are. And of course, anybody else who would like to do this tag, I would love to see it. So with it being Mother's Day, I wanted to end it on a little note. First of all, happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys know that you are awesome and you are doing an amazing job. I don't know about you, but before I became a mom, I had this beautiful vision in my head of what it would be like and what I would be like, that I would wake up in the morning and I would like practically wear a dress every day with my hair perfectly curled and my house perfectly clean and my baby looking perfectly adorable with her bow and her matching shoes. The sun would be beautifully pouring in the windows at 6 a.m. and there was some kind of music in the background, and I would just do it all. And some days my day kind of somewhat matches that. Not really though. And then other days I wake up, put on dirty pajamas, put my hair back in a greasy bun, yesterday's makeup on, I am groggy, I am tired. The sun that is coming through the windows is really annoying and giving me a headache. There is no music in the background besides maybe a baby crying, and that is okay, and that is normal. One of the sayings that I love is don't compare your blooper reel to somebody else's highlight reel. And I think that with social media, that is so easy to do. I get messages from you guys telling me that I am an example to you and that you look up to me as a mother, and I cannot tell you how much those messages mean to me. But I also want you guys to remember that I am showing you my highlight reel. I don't pick up the camera when I'm half asleep and looking like a hot mess and maybe feeling down on myself and discouraged, and my reality of that day is so far from the beautiful picture that I painted before becoming a mom. And I think that if we realize that it is normal and it is okay to have good days and bad days, ups and downs, and you remember to embrace those sweet little joys that your 3-month-old or your 6-month-old or your 1-month-old is doing, those cute little phases that they're in, the way that they laugh, the way that they smile, the way that they grab your little finger. Just focus on those moments, and maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe tomorrow you'll get some makeup on, and maybe not, and that's okay. So I just wanted you guys to know on Mother's Day that I admire you so much. You're doing an amazing job, and I hope that you guys have an awesome Mother's Day. All right, so that's gonna do it for me. I will see you guys in the next one, which might be in our new house. Woo! Bye.